character was successfully employed. Every month, we need some magic. We'll work it all out. Otherwise. And start. Quest for Glory offers multiple conversation alleyway systems for the player. Please select your preferences. Classic. Point and click. Start the game. Is it not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? The Caddis Tale is already the center of Shapier's entertainment. Where else can you watch Shima dance? You know you will always have a place to stay and find food to eat in Shapier. Shamin, Shima, and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasure. It is good to be back home, even though I have had troubling news. My old friend Aros Aldin and the Emir of Razir is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I. Ah, but you have not even seen our beautiful Shapier, and already I speak of problems. You need to go out, explore, and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment. Okay. Much happens in Shapier. What would have me tell you about, hero, friend? What's the rumor? I have heard that the armies of the Sultan sent to Razir were destroyed by a great wind. We journeyed to Spielberg to bring back a hero. And so I have returned. Sands that change colors with time of day, the desert is dear to our people. However, it is best viewed at night. It is hard to survive the heat of the sun. There are many creatures in the desert whom would seek to harm you. Here's my bed. Ah, welcome. You, stranger, you're just in luck. I got everything you need right here. You need a map, I got a map. You need a compass, I got a compass. You need souvenirs of Shapier for friends and relatives, I got best souvenirs in town. You look like such a fine person. Have I got a deal for you? Special today only, I sell you a genuine made-in-Japan glow-in-the-dark turban which says, my father went to Shapier and all he brought me back was... But maybe you got no kids. Then what do you want is, I got it right here. A Shapier in a bottle. You shake it and you see Shapier in a sandstorm. I sell it just for you, for only twice what it's worth. You gonna ask me questions or you gonna buy what I sell? I don't make a living off answers. I heard that there was a stranger in town who asks a lot of questions. I understand the sightseeing business is not too good there. What about the desert? Isn't that where you take an ice cream and put a whipped cream and fudge on the top? It's a dessert. Alright, Ali Chica. We gotta go figure out how to get some money. Boy, that looks so good you want to take a drink. The fountain water is cool and refreshing. That's north. So I know I gotta go down this way. That was some dumb luck, huh? So we have a stranger to our fair land. Welcome. Traveler from afar, come closer that you might find all that you seek here. I am Dinar Zad, changer of money from Shapier. Would you like to exchange something with me? Dinar Zad. My name is Dinar Zad, which means child of gold coins. I am always pleased to exchange money for strangers. I deal in money. I will be only too happy to exchange your old worn-out foreign money for something which is a bit more practical around here. I will gladly trade your foreign money for your dinars and centimes. I always enjoy helping others, and I give the best rate around. Dinars are the gold coins of Shapier. Centimes are the brass coins we use everywhere around here. Ask me what you will, and I shall answer what I can. There is a caravan traveling to Razir nearly every month, I believe. There is a rumor to the effect that I am very fond of strangers. Shapier is a very safe and orderly place under the watch of our Sultan. It can be very dangerous for those who break the law and get caught. The Fountain Plaza is to the east of here. Follow the street eastward whenever you can. The inn is to the southeast of here, but you will have to take the roundabout route to get there. Razir was once a place where anyone with some brains and skills could make some quick cash. Now that things have changed under the new emir, only those who toady to the authorities can get ahead of Ferrari. Ferrari is an excellent example of that type of person, only too willing to kiss and tell. Do not trust him in Razir unless you are a thief. Even then, watch your backside. The old emir of Razir was a fool, and fools are easy to deal with, but from all I hear, whoever controls Razir now is far from a fool. You place your thumb on your nose, the held hand perpendicular. Now stretch your fingers, wiggle your toes. Oh, you're patting your belly. So you're a jackal among the goats, then. I am very fond of those of the profession. This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. Come back tomorrow evening or so if you are interested in doing for me a little favor. It could be of our mutual benefit. And do some fully equipped. No one of your profession should travel without the proper tool. Make a little oil to make the insertion easier. She coyly evades your kiss. Exchange coins. I remember something about doing this 10 at a time. Here you are. I just love intimate exchanges like this. I feel good about this. Ta-da! North, I need to go south. This you gotta see. An ashtray Shapier made from imported coconut shell, hand carved by Kata natives. Into face of the Sultan. You not to find this anywhere else. Hey man. I want a map. I'm gonna offer you some money though. Let's change the offer down. 74 centimes. Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I give you I give AU this 99 cent times. So he counter offers. He comes down a little bit. We still want to say, hey, how far down can we get this man? 94 cent times. It just keeps coming down. You think this is some kind of charity? You gotta give me 92 cent times or we got no deal. 92? It was almost a whole dinar. There you go, boss. Now you're gonna regret this, boss. Guaranteed, no bust in town or you no get your money back. Oh, they give a little jingle. Same thing with the compass. Oh, he went straight for that. 92 is a good deal. There you go, boss. You're not gonna regret this. Again, I'm carrying more than I can handle. Something's gotta give here. 63. Keep it to yourself. The snow globe? I didn't know that was a thing. Let's buy it. You're no longer overloaded. It's a load up here. Let me see if I got one. There you go, boss. You're not gonna regret this. You're carrying more than you have. Examine the item, you find nothing unusual. So you are the stranger the merchants are talking about. The gate to Shapier is always open, but never have I seen an entrance to the city like yours. To fly in on a carpet, it must be grand. The desert is a very dangerous place for any man. In the middle of the day, the sun will burn one. At night, many foul monsters prowl in search of easy prey. The dunes are all alike, and it is easy to lose one's way. Only if one is properly prepared can one endure, or even when one travels in a caravan. The dunes are the waves of the desert. It is my duty to protect the city against monsters that approach it. The brigands of the desert and the swift pterosaurus make travel by day in the desert even more dangerous. The brigands will happily kill you for whatever you carry. The pterosaurus will hunt you for your flesh. Only the brave and foolish travel the desert alone in daytime. The pterosaurus will hunt you for your flesh. Brigands will happily kill you. One must never travel in the desert without a source of water. You'll need to buy a water skin from one of the merchants. A compass is useful to keep from getting lost. Food supplies to keep away hunger are a good idea. One thing that will aid you most is to stay alive in the desert is a good riding saurus. You can see the riding sauruses in the stable over there. They are intelligent and brave creatures, willing to obey the slightest command from their master. They will take you wherever you wish and come to your aid against monsters. Best of all, they can always find their way back to where they are stabled, so you need never get lost. The seller of sauruses will be here tomorrow. Perhaps you can purchase one then. The seller of sauruses is a strange man. I have not heard one who can talk faster when trying to sell a saurus. He is indeed strange. Let's get another drink. The fountain water is cool and refreshing. Narak Saeed, aloha. Welcome in. Gesundheit, Tippecanoe, and how do you do? He must be brothers with York. Pleased to meet you, and I mean to please you. Welcome to my little shop of wonders. Wonder what shop it is? It's magic, of course. I am Keep On Laughing, proprietor. You must be noble claw. No, you must be nobile cause? Proud to know you, Mr. Cause. Shapier always hopes for heroes. It's sad, Dad, but if you need to climb to the sublime, you need a rope, dope. I happen to have a magic rope for sale, direct from some Hindu who did the best he can do. Haha. Let's see. What's up? Keep On Laughing is my name, and ask me again, and I'll tell you the same. If you choose to snooze, you lose, Zeus. So don't be accused of dueling your fuse from abuse. Just get with the news. Don't quote me, but Aziza has a waterbed and fiddles with fish. It's sand, man. Hot Scott. Dry guy. Griffin, jackal, pterosaurus, ghoul learn their ways in adventurous school. Brigand, Ginny, Scorpion, and all ask for info in the guild hall. Razir, I fear, is very queer, and if you do not interfere, I think that it will disappear. Alright, let's see what you got for sale. He's got his rope, force bolt, and levitate. He wants 125 dinars for that rope. I think you're going to keep your rope for now. Now let me see where I last saw it. I'll have to look for it in the back room. I'll be back in a flash with the stash, Nash. Silly me, I had it here the whole time. Abracadabra and didgeridoo make this thing appear for you. Here you go, Joe. Hope you're happy, Pappy. As you read this scroll, the knowledge is ingrained into your mind. Enzawi Drizavir, make it snappy on the Brigadier. Here you go, Joe. Hope you're happy, Pappy. As you read the scroll, it's ingrained in your mind. It's a hand puppet that is either Cecil the Seasick Sea Serpent, Ollie the Dragon, or Zippy the Pinhead, depending on which way you squint. Dragon. Cookie Monster, how odd. Rosella. That's another game. It's a green box holding red pencils. Mega Salem's. Waxen Icarus wings. The label admonishes, do not attempt to use these wings in hot climates. A lady once asked Keep On for liniment for her sister, which was to rub her chickens, but he thought he said 2 rubber chickens. Oddly, she never paid for them or took them home. Commando Cody flying suit. Keep On is a self-motivating, horizontally situated windmill. Then again, it might be a giant. They're either eggplants or that new dog called Baby Antwerp, which then turned on its back promptly explodes. Oh, look. Look, look, look! No, you're wrong. It's the USS Exit Prize. I had no idea. What's in this one? Can you go in there? You sure can. He looks awfully familiar and familiarly awful. If you need to know some knowledge about the magic way, then go see Aziza, who will enchant you if you say. Watch out, she's testy though. So long, farewell. Off we do the same. Goodbye and see you real soon, Effendi calls. It's like you. I like you. I like you too. So we saw the money changer. Let's go to the plaza. Say hi to my friend over here. I am Isur, and this is my weapon shop. I make the best swords and daggers. What do you want? He's too busy flexing to talk. It's really a thing. House of Usher. I haven't got all day. Make it quick. I don't like nosy little twerps. Those are my trophies from arm wrestling tournaments in Pentalemere. They are not for sale. Takes real muscle to be good at arm wrestling. I am the best. If you want me to prove it, let me know and I'll be glad. This is the best weapon shop in the world. I make the finest weapons in all Shapier. That is sold to one of the Sultan's guards. He picks it up today. That is sold to someone else. They pick it up tomorrow. It is the finest suit of mail in all the realm. Its value is far beyond you. You need my sword? A guy like you needs all the help he can get. It will only cost you 100 dinars when you trade in your own sword. That place is for sissies. After all, it's run by a woman. Ouch. Dinarzad. Nice dame. I don't like thieves. The thief who breaks in here is in real trouble. Okay. Nice guy. My name is Rasha Rakesh Satarna. I am called Rakesh. I am of the Lion Tar people. The Sultan summoned me of Shapier to aid against the dark magic which even now hovers near this city, I fear. Though that I am not the hero I once was, perhaps you will become the hero they need. We are a proud race of strong warriors, although we do tend to be a bit vain and perhaps a bit boastful. A true hero knows what must be done when there is need, and he must be able to do it. The rumors from Razir are that laws have become more important than men, and that it has become a crime to think few who go to that city now even fewer return. The desert is very dangerous to the unwary. Even a powerful warrior equipped with plenty of water can perish if he travels during the heat of the day. There are many monsters out in the desert. They are all easy to avoid if you simply do not go out in the desert to look for them. When a pack of jackalmen attack, it is the weakest which strikes first. Keep your blade trained upon the one at a time until that foe is defeated, or you will find yourself overwhelmed by their numbers. A ghoul is a very dangerous thing to fight. Its very touch draws your life from you. You must be very quick to avoid its touch. Brigands search the desert for unwary travelers. They will kill gladly and steal whatever they can. It is wise to get into a fight with a scorpion. It is unwise to get into a fight with a scorpion unless you have taken a poison cure pill and are very skilled at dodging and parrying. Few escape from combat with a scorpion. A pterosaurus is very swift, and its powerful hindquarters can easily disembowel a man. The griffin is a tough fighter, but it seldom attacks humans unless it's provoked. is a fine kingdom, and its ruler is very wise, but there are signs of dark magic seeking to overwhelm. Ah, the hero of the katas, you have some reputation already. To hear merchants talk, if you are as good as they say you are, then you must be plenty good. I am Uhura. Uhura? Another Star Trek reference? Maybe. I am honored you visit here. Hello, Uhura. My name is Uhura. It means freedom in my people's voice. My people be very far from here. I be Simbani warrior, but Simbani woman cannot be wife and warrior. So I be coming to Shapier to find father so I can bear child. Now I have Simba and still remain Simbani warrior. Simba's father be the strong sultan's guards. Strong fighter he be almost better than me. My land and my people are many months' travel from here. Very bad things happen there. Maybe they start to happen here. I be hoping not. I be strong fighter, but such things come of bad magic. Hard to fight magic with the spear. Always be things going on in here. Much to talk about. Maybe they be needing a new guild master. Soon I'm thinking when problems be in Shapier, I be here. When problems be going, I be going. They would be given to the one who restores the Emir Aris al-Din to his rightful place in the palace at Razir the sum of 1,000 dinars by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. He who is willing to brave the desert should seek Hari Qatar in the shop at the side of the mortar and pestle by the fountain. That one shall find reward for his courage. There is need for a spell of great power, the whirling part of a dervish. Inquire at the magic shop. Keep on laughing, prop. The way of the paladin, to seek to learn to do. Those who do service to the city and land of Shapier shall know the rewards of goodness by order of the Sultan. So, find the dervish, talk to the alchemist, and be a paladin. Who came before me? The log is for the most part written in a language you cannot read. You sign your name to the book with a flourish. It's the head of a rare southern moose, you can tell by the hat. This is a logo of the Eternal Order of Fighters. There is some text written on the plaque. If you got real guts and you don't know the meaning of fear, if you got real muscles and don't take gruff from no one, if you got real weapon and know how to use it, then maybe you are good enough to join the Eternal Order of the Fighters. We pick only the best to join and we'll be watching you, so don't just be good, be great. Be a member of EOF, Eternal Order of Fighters, the guts, the glory, the greatest. It can only result in Uhura getting upset. Yeah, I forgot about that until just now. That will be the place to see just how good a fighter you are. I get tired of not using the spear and shield, so as long as a while, maybe you and I will go check out skills in there. No magic though, I don't do magic. No throwing things either, only melee fighting. She's gonna put the baby down. Gotta put the baby down. This be the training area. Sometimes Urkish and I spar here when this leg not be hurting. If you have some spare time, we can practice a bit together. You may be a warrior, but there's still plenty of things to learn about combat. Sahir Tariq. This dead-end alley looks much like the other streets of Shapier. You feel a very slight tingling feeling almost beyond the limits of sensation. Open. Detect. A door appears. Let's open the door. Alright, we're not opening a door. Not with magic, we're not. Or not with our hands, we're not. Which one is the open spell? The key? Right. And there they are. You have entered a very strange place. The path you walk upon seems to be carved from ivory, and the walls around you seem carved from marble. Between the walls and the path is a gap through which is viewed total darkness. And when you look down, when you look up, you see the same limitless black. You have a funny feeling you aren't in Shapier anymore. You've been walking through halls hung with the portraits of many wizards. At last you come to some pictures that you recognize. You hear several voices. Who are you that enters the lofty portals of the Wizards Institute of Technorossi? Man, I'm wayward monk. We do not accept liars in our tower. What is my name? Wayward monk. Uh-oh, what did I type? Did I put a space in there, I wonder? Let's go get some rest. Something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. Shima will be with you shortly with one of her splendid meals. Here is your morning meal of warm bread and honeyed butter, fresh fruit and tea, just as you prefer. My name in the language of your people means she of the dance. The dance that I performed was, at one time, to ready our people for battle, and for fertility. Now it is only for fun. If you had not returned our treasures to us, we would still be in that cold land away from friends and family. All Kata are related in some manner to one another. All Kata in that city were driven out of their homes there. Only my cousin Sharaf did not leave. I fear for him. All right. Thank you. Can I eat now? Is he going to reach out? You have some wonderful meal. There are numerous salads, 2 main courses, fruit, hot mint tea, dessert, and all the bread you would want. You feel stuffed and content. Aside from your water, you have nothing to drink. You would no doubt receive more tea with a meal. I have heard that Razir has become a grim and unpleasant place to be now that my good friend Aris is no longer the emir. Alright, Bubba. Let's go back. Because I'm curious why Wayward Monk didn't work. Because I'm pretty sure I had that right. A secret door appears. Open it up. Who are you that enters the lofty portals of the Wizards Institute of Technosry? That seems to be a problem. Well, our first glitch, maybe? Well, this is unfortunate. I missed a capital letter. Why have you sought to enter in the Wizard of Technocery? Wizard? Who do you call upon to be your sponsor and mentor in these hallowed halls of the Wizards Institute of Technocery? Erasmus. You actually request such a whimsical wizard to be your sponsor? It was a choice he made. Breathy voice. But you know that Erasmus is like. Do we have to endure his sense of levity? An ardent voice. It was the initiate's decision. Let's abide with it. Voices together. Very well. Magister Erasmus of Zauberberg, Archmage Extraordinaire, do you accept Wayward Monk to be your initiate into the Wizards Institute of Technocery? You hear the familiar voice of Erasmus. Let me see, Wayward Monk. Ah, yes, the young hero who was so bright. You hear the squeaky voice of Fenris. You think anyone who laughs at one of your jokes to be intelligent. A good sense of humor is an excellent indicator of superior intellect. Yes, but the key word is good. Erasmus, do you or do you not accept Wayward Monk? I am Magister Erasmus of Zauberberg, do hereby accept Wayward Monk as my initiate for wit. Wizards Institute of Technocery? Of course. Now, hero of Spielberg, before you can be initiated into wit. Wizards Institute of Technocery? Wizards Institute of Technocery. You must first prove you are magically and mentally worthy. You will be presented with a choice of 3 objects. Using the spells at your command, you must choose the correct object, move it to the stand, and cause it to ring, causing only 3 spells. The choice of the first 2 spells should be self-evident, and the third is also. Erasmus? Oh, all right. Well, good luck, young hero, and remember the joke about the man who grew more mellow as he grew bolder? He no longer had harebrained schemes? No, he no longer had such a hair-triggered temper. Erasmus! Very well then, young hero. Please step into the dark room purely a formality. Don't worry about a thing. Ow! My forehead. You find yourself in a strange place. For some reason you cannot move your feet. Although you see nothing constraining them, a strange feeling passes through you, as though someone were examining you closely. So we have open, detect, trigger, dazzle, calm, zap, flame, fetch, force, and levitate. So I believe we want detect. Ta-da! Next we would like fetch. And now we're going to trigger it. Very good, Wayward Monk. You have shown yourself very capable in figuring out the spells needed for the pre-test. However, before you can be considered a true wizard, you must pass the trial of initiation, which the Wizards of Wit will give you. I warn you, this test will take all of your wits and magical skill in order to succeed. If you succeed, you will then face... But I can say no more. Say no more. So, hero, good luck. Promises, promises. You said you would say no more. Fenris, good luck, wayward monk. You have shown yourself to be resourceful in your use of spells under simple conditions. To become a wizard, you must prove that you are capable of using magic under time, crucial, and life-threatening conditions. You will be presented with a series of 4 tests. They will require all of your intelligence and magic. Should you fail, your very life may be endangered. Will you accept the challenge and walk the path of wizardry? Yeah. You seem to just be melting some of the massive iceberg. We see that you haven't enough magical power remaining to finish our test. We dismiss you from our presence. And they just throw me out like that. They just threw me out like that, like I'm some kind of bum. You hear the voices. Our time is much too valuable to be wasted upon one with so little magic. Do not bother returning until you have acquired more power. Very well. What do I look like? A magic user? I got 3 out of 84 mana. Very little stamina left. My health is just fine. My intelligence is 72. My strength. Well, if you don't want to play with me, then I am going to have to get some water. I love water. Oh, you got fur all over me, kitty cat. What is this back here? You got a little nub. You don't have ticks on you, do you? Is you in a fight? Did you go outside and get in a fight? No? I love this guy. What's up, man? Ah, I did not notice you come in. This is the apothecary, where one can buy many wondrous pills and oils. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. I am Harik Attar, which in your language means fire druggist. I was well named. What is it that you wish to know? I have been told that the teeth of a dragon are very useful for components, but I have never been fortunate enough to find any. This city and land are very heart of the world. The inn, I think, is a plaza to the south of here. A fountain is a source of water for the city. This is the apothecary. I sell oil for filling lamps and for quieting squeaky hinges. A small container will cost 20 centimes. I have the following pills for sale. Vigor for 500. Healing for 10 dinar. Poison cure pills for 12 dinar. Mana pills for 15 dinar. Pills tend to stick in your throat if you don't drink plenty of water. Covered in fur. Covered in fur. That's the only downside of cats, I think. Who's this Aziza? The Enchantress Aziza has a house along the west side of Shmale Tariq. You can see the palaces of the Sultan over its gates east of here. Even the Sultan, may peace always be with him, has often used my pills. When the old emir was overthrown, the apothecary of Razir was taken over by the new emir. If you plan to go to Razir, it might be wise to take some extra pills just in case such things are no longer available there. The new emir, it has been said, uses drugs of the darkest nature, the ones which poison the mind and soul. Let's see, we're gonna need some oil. So go ahead and buy that. Thank you for your patronage. There seem to be books in many languages, few of which are comprehensible to you. But do you recognize some of the old favorites, such as creative accounting for left brains and numeralexics? Numeralexics. The shelves are filled with unusual objects. You see something that looks like a doggy dish for a fire elemental? Part of Herrick's father-in-law. Just wouldn't fit in that urn. The shelves are filled with objects. Old Grandpa's high-risk moonshine. Does Wayne know about this? Filled with unusual objects, you see something that looks like 10, 20, 40 weight. It's a funerary urn. At the top is the hole for the ashes. It's a scale without which Herrick would be unbalanced. The red enameled black cauldron is encrusted and empty. The apothecary's shop is aflame with reds, yellows, and oranges, and the smoke incense fills the air. The druggist is busy creating pills and powders. The alcove contains censers and burning incense. The next game will be uncensored. How much does a Gratian earn? Last week's earnings. And we get some oil. Get a Gratian urn, which the fountain water is cool and refreshing. Let's go talk to these guys. We have delicious things for you to eat. Mouth-tempting falafels of fresh roasted lamb, dates stuffed with honeyed almonds to tease your tongue. It is certainly what you will enjoy. Ooh, honeyed almonds, that sounds good. My name is Scory. I am Slory. We are life mates. What you would call husband and wife. The price of the bread is 30 centimes. Source on a stick is 70 centimes. The price of date is 30 centimes, and a falafel is 70 centimes. The price of the lizard jerky is 100 centimes. Our lizard jerky rations are very cheap, but delicious. They travel very well. Surely an adventurer gets hungry at times. You can get 5 meals for just 100 centimes. You never need be hungry again. The jerky is prepared with only the finest, most succulent rock-flattened lizards. Our special blend of preservatives lets the rich, full-bodied lizard flavor come through. And they make it sound so good. The source meat is first dipped in spicy paprika, then quickly cooked over the brazier there. It is an experience found nowhere but in Shapier. It is something you will never forget. This will cost you but 70 centimes. Surely but a small amount for such a treat. Our fresh dates are stuffed with the finest of almonds, carefully roasted over a brazier and then glazed in honey. We personally stuff the dates ourselves. There's a hair in my date. We're very fastidious when working, and you will find no caddis hairs in the dates. For 2 handfuls, you need pay only 30 centimes. You cannot find a better treat in all the bazaar. Alright, here you go. What do you got? Source on a stick or lizard jerky? Well, don't you know I want some of both, huh? You're not gonna let me starve, right? Since you speak so convincingly, then it would cost you a mere 69 centimes. No, it is not right that such a speech be rewarded so little. It should be 32 centimes. 32 centimes? Do you simply wish to give away our food? 67 centimes. 65 centimes for such a hero. Very well. For you, we shall make a special price. It will cost you 65 centimes instead of the normal price. Humble apologies, Effendi, but 64 centimes is my final offer. Alright. May you be much the better for it. May it please you well. The source on a stick tastes wonderfully. I'm just gonna have to go by memory here. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Welcome, hero. Yes, kitty. It's midday. It's midday. Can't be right. Sleep until morning. Let's go get a Saurus. You awaken much refreshed as the sun begins to rise. You are getting really hungry. Welcome, hero. It would please me if you would come to my dance this evening. I sure will. Your breakfast was delicious. Oh, what was it? You didn't tell me. There's an empty teapot and teacup on the tray. Do not forget that Shima dances this night. I shall not forget. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. Although for the life of me, I can't imagine why. I am Ali Fakir, Honest Ali Fakir. Welcome to Honest Ali Fakir's used Saurus slot. If we don't have the Saurus you want, then you don't want one. Of course, even if you don't want one, I'll be happy to sell one to you. I'll think about it. Don't you know an answer? I'm questioning it. Let's get down to business so I can do a business on you. I'm selling you a Saurus and you're trying to buy one, right? I'll think about it. I think I hear an answer lurking in the curtains. You can't let those answers lurk, you know. It's bad for their health. Speaking of health, a Saurus can save your life. Let's say you're traveling in the desert, you're lost, and you've run out of food and water. You're crawling pathetically and hopelessly in the blazing desert sun. Then wait, you see your faithful Saurus running up to you. You are saved. You can eat Saurus steaks for a week. In fact, you can set up a concession stand right there and make a tidy sum of all the Saurus steaks. Just remember to cut me in for the percentage of the profit. Back to the matter at hand. As a matter of fact, I was just selling you a Saurus, wasn't I? I'll think about it. I've had test customers before, but most speak better gibberish. For example, do you understand the phrase, do you want to buy a Saurus? No? Is that no, I want to buy a Saurus, or no, I want to buy a Saurus? I know I want to buy a Saurus. You really got to pronounce things clearly, you know. Or maybe you don't. At any rate, I'm here to sell you a Saurus and you're ready to buy it, right? Yeah. Seeing as no one in his right mind would actually want a Saurus, you won't mind that I have the right Saurus for you. Just to show you what a swell person I am, I'll throw a free saddle and bridle with the purchase. In fact, I'll even let you have free room and board at the stable. I've had enough boredom as it is. All this for a mere 50 dinars. What do you say? I'll think about it. You know, you remind me of a Saurus I once knew. Nevertheless, shall we make a deal at 40 dinars? I'll think about it. You wouldn't happen to be hard of hearing, would you? Shall we agree on 30 dinars? I'll think about it. I've had better luck trying to buy a glow-in-the-dark turban. I think I'll quit while I'm behind. Don't you know an answer when I'm questioning it? Let's get down to business so I can do a business on you. Yes. Seeing as no one in his right mind, I've had enough boredom as it is. Dinners. What do you say? Now, perhaps there is more brain to be than I thought I suspected. Shall we shake hands on 40 dinars? Why are you going up? You certainly know how to drive a hard bargain. Why don't we just agree on 30 for the bridal saddle and Saurus? No. Well, we certainly are going nowhere fast. I'm willing to make you my best offer. 20 dinars and you're right away on a Saurus for you, Saurus. A new for you, Saurus. What do you say? No. You know, you drive a hard bargain. I respect that in a man. Whether I respect you in the morning is something else. This is my last and final offer. 10 dinars. If I go any lower, I'll have to stand on a chair to take your money. Now, do we have a deal or is it a deal? No. This is ridiculous. Here I am, a man of unquestionable integrity and dignity, forced to sell his sole remaining Saurus for a mere fraction of its dubious value. I will take 5 dinars for the Saurus and even throw in a travel assurance. You'll travel, I'll assure you. Now, shall we agree? No. Well, that was going nowhere the long way. You pay the man his money. Just a minute and I'll introduce Saurus to you. Honest Alley's used Saurus. And mine's green. Ah, true love at first sight. And what a sight for Saurus eyes. Seeing that you two kids are hitting it off from the start, sounds like a good time to start heading off. Hello, I must be going. An exit line if ever I heard one. I will be honored to put your Saurus back into the stable for you, Effendi. This is a big moment.